There guys, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Firestone-Walker from California. This is Double Jack Double IPA coming in at 9.5%. This is a beer that I want to review because it is accessible. I believe I actually haven't had it for a year, so it's really cool to reevaluate beers and see how your palate has changed. It also hit Pace Magazine's number 5 in their blind taste test of 115 double IPAs. So this hit number 5. That's pretty cool. I want to see what the hype is about because I haven't had this beer recently. I also had this beer probably around, I want to say, 40-ish degrees. The previous West Coast hoppy beers, I let warm up a good amount, near where I would want my New England or East Coast hoppy beers to be warmed up to, like a nice chill. Whereas this one, I pulled out of the fridge, just let it outside just a little bit, so it's not like straight fridge temperature. So maybe the cooler temperature will help me enjoy this beer a little bit more, because I did find with the other beers that that at a chill, those beers were just really malty, and so this one's a little cooler than that. So hopefully the balance is better. So let's dig in this one. So the beer pours out in a, let's see, straight West Coast double IPA kind of color. Nice kind of amber color, extremely clear. Let's get the aroma. Oof, that is spicy resin. Yeah, there you go, spicy resin. Huge spicy resin, maybe a little bit of grapefruit zest, but just really resinous, piney. Sweetness, sweet bready malt in that, caramel malt. Yeah, big and spicy resinous. That's a big theme. Cheers. What is that? Huh. That's a strange flavor. Okay. Drinks pretty well for 9.5. Wow, that's impressed. Yeah, that's pretty good. So up front, you notice the beer follows on the with the aroma. Sweet, sugary quality, caramel sweetness throughout. Actually cuts away in the finish because the beer does have a good amount of bitterness. Yeah. There's an initial note that I want to call this, and I don't really know what it is. On the website, they call it blue basil, and I actually didn't know blue basil was even a thing, so maybe it's that quality. It is herbaceous, and it hits you up front. It's almost floral, so I get like a floral / herbaceous note up front. This beer does have Amarillo, so it does have that kind of sculpin quality where it's slightly tropical, but not really quite there. It's an underlying kind of hint of tropical, grapefruit, ruby red grapefruit. Nice mouthfeel on this. Yeah, good carbonation. A little bit of chewy breadiness in the middle. Pop with a little bit more sweetness. On that back end, this beer is, follows on the aroma. Piney, resinous, spruce tips, pine needles. Yeah, intense kind of pininess. It reminds me of air freshener, sort of like those like pine tree shaped air fresheners that you throw in a car that is of the pine aroma. Yeah, this one has that. Yeah. It's actually pretty drinkable for 9.5. I'm actually impressed that it does have a little bit of warming, but it's not too intense. Yeah, I would have guessed this is a straight double IPA around 8%, but somehow they've bumped it a little bit more without too much addition of more maltiness from a double IPA, or West Coast style double IPA. Pretty good. Nice and clean. Again, I'm surprised that I don't like it more because I guess it's just not my style anymore. It is, again, reasonably malty. It's very piney. It lacks fruitiness up front. Just malty and sweet. But at least this one drinks pretty well. Yeah, this one's reasonably dangerous. Because the sweetness hits you, but the bitterness really balances it quite nicely. And the beer somehow is crisp despite its ABV, despite its bitterness, and despite those sweet, sugary caramel notes that you get. So somehow this beer cleans up pretty well. Yeah, pretty good for a double IPA. I'm actually, pretty cool that I re-evaluated this beer. So that's a rating. 92. pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9 too. Pretty happy about it. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.